that they arrived sometime between last night and at some point yesterday evening. Not too specific on the exact time. They did mention that they were able to eat before arriving here to this location, but they hadn't had anything to eat since. We do know that they were charged up several thousands of dollars to get here to this property. At this time, we don't know how long this property has been, I guess you could say, maintaining this type of operation. Like I said, it literally is a block away, steps away from Harlandale High School, so it's very disturbing to know that fact. We have reached out to Harlandale ISD, just letting them know and appraising them of the information that we found here and the current ongoing investigation. At this point in time, we do have HSI, we have ICE here on scene who will transport these migrant smuggling victims back to their office for further investigation, and they will ultimately set up providing the migrants some resources while they're here in the States.
Johnny, I can see a woman holding a baby. Is there a child involved as well?
We don't know what specifically role that family has, that female and that child. Obviously, you can see it's a baby, it's an infant. We do know that they were here at the time of the execution of the search warrant. From my understanding, we are releasing her, so I believe she may just either be renting here on scene, but I don't know the specifics of what involvement she has here at this property.
And in regards to the migrants, any medical attention needed for them?
You know, obviously that was a concern for us when we got here on scene, immediately providing them medical attention. It appears they all checked out. They were thirsty, as I mentioned, so we did provide them some water. So that was a good part on our deputies recognizing that and providing that to them. But from my understanding, they're all okay at this time.
Did they say where they came from? What port of entry?
We don't know. I was given some information that they were from Michoacán, Mexico. But as far as the actual point of entry in which they came into the States is unknown at this time.
And how many of them again?
There's a total of 5, 4 males, 1 female, ages ranging from 20s to 40s.
Johnny, have you guys had eyes on this house, any other illegal operations before?
You know, I don't know the full workup of this location, and obviously I can't go into the specifics of the ongoing nature of it, but needless to say, our deputies did an outstanding job once again. They turned what could have just easily been a drug bust. Here we are rescuing 5 smuggling victims, so it's a big win for us.
What about drugs, weapons inside the house?
From my understanding, I don't believe we had any weapons recovered inside of the home. However, we're just in the early stages of this search warrant, and hopefully we find some more, or it'll be telling to see what we find
So no
going
drugs
forward.
Either.
Not at this property just yet. We do have canines on scene. They were sweeping the residence in accordance with the search warrant.
So were there any arrests?
At this time, we do have 2 people detained. 1 male initially stopped on the traffic stop off of Sayers. 1 male that was believed to be keeping the residents here on scene.
And what is that individual being charged with?
At this time, we don't have any formal charges, but obviously it could be up to 5 counts of smuggling of humans.
Can we consider this a stash house? Was there another location they were going to be taken to?
It's unknown. Obviously, the steps and the processes of when they arrive here to the States are their end destinations. Most times it's obviously out of state, potentially some locations within the state, but from what we understand is they were just here at this property awaiting their next transport to another destination.
Are there any officers inside for the Santa Muerte?
I didn't go inside of the residence, but I wouldn't put it past that there was an altar inside.
That was my question. So you don't know if it's clean or if it's a mess, or
I do know that it is a 2-story structure. It looks like a 1-story structure looking from the outside, but there is a second story. From my understanding, the second story is where they were kept. I asked them the question, does it look like a stash house? As far as the bottom portion of the residence, it doesn't. It looks like a maintained home. Upstairs, completely empty, just like we would normally see in a stash house, leading me to believe that this potentially was.
Common kind of thing, if people see something around the neighborhood, say something kind of thing.
Of course, we've had several key investigations here in this particular area, basically off of community tips. With that said, there's a school across the street. It's unknown how long these people were operating here at this location, but definitely it is urged on the community. If you see something suspicious, if you see several vehicles arriving at all hours of the night, give us a call, send us an email, 210-335-6000, or you could also email bcsotips@bear.org.
Thank you, Johnny.
I think this one is, oh no.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. I don't know who's this one. Yes.
Hearing it. That's fine.